Hello, my name's Randall, and I'm on the team here at Echo. If you're here, you're probably curious how someone like you could have an impact on a crisis so big. Maybe you've heard the bleak stats about children in foster care in America. Maybe you've seen what happens when vulnerable families get overlooked. Your heart breaks to see children succumb to the effects of poverty, neglect, and abuse. Maybe you've even considered fostering or adoption, but for one reason or another, it's not an option for you. But still, you think to yourself, something should be done. But what? This is the question we asked ourselves years ago. The answer to that question ultimately led us to start Echo. Our work focuses on three primary targets: stabilizing families in crisis, supporting foster and kinship families, and strengthening adoptive families. And you have a critical role to play to help us hit these marks. In our research to find some answers to our own burning questions, we learned that the primary reason children are removed from their homes is because of abuse and neglect. The primary cause of abuse and neglect is poverty. Poverty creates housing instability, food instability, mental and physical health problems, and more. And while we don't have a plan to eliminate poverty, we believe we can partner with people like you, your church, your business to help mitigate some of the effects of poverty and stabilize families at risk of fracture and restore hope to those working toward unity. Through strategic preservation efforts, we believe we'll see a reduction in placements by 20% over the next 5 years, reducing or eliminating the adverse childhood experiences many children in crisis endure. Our research also showed us that more than half of the well-meaning adults who offered their homes to children from foster care were abandoning the process and closing their homes less than a year in. The biggest problem with this is the average placement lasts 20 months, meaning a typical foster placement could see 3, sometimes even up to 8 different foster families before they have the opportunity to reunite with their family of origin. Now, this imposes tremendous emotional costs on a child who is already experiencing the greatest upheaval of their young lives. But by building a support network around foster families, we found that not only are they sticking with it for years, but a third of those individuals who stepped in to offer support are now opening their homes to foster care as well. It becomes this self-sustaining system. Our goal is that a child's first placement is their only placement. And we believe with support, the time a child spends in foster care can be shortened to a year or less. Now, what about adoptive families? Maybe you know this, but adoption is a lengthy process. But the truly hard work begins once a child is home. Adoption day may have seemed like a finish line when in reality it's just the beginning of a long and sometimes challenging journey for an adoptive family. And they're in critical need of a support network of care like other vulnerable families. So how can you help? Here are 4 primary ways. You can join a support circle and wrap around foster, adoptive, and at-risk families to help bring stability and ensure success. If this is something you'd like to explore, click the link in the comments and we'll connect you to a family. If you belong to a church or you're a church leader, you can register for Care Portal, become an advocate for vulnerable families in your church and your community. Watch our church ambassador video and learn more about Care Portal and Echo's ambassador program. You can get your business involved. Host a lunch and learn with us. Let us share with your team about the needs in the community. Offer your goods or services at a discount to families in our target. Or become a community sponsor and help extend our efforts into the community. If any of this sounds like something you'd like to explore, click the link in the comments to schedule an appointment with us. And finally, you can give. We are fully supported by donors like you. We're able to do this work because of the generous donations of so many. You can easily and securely make a one-time or recurring donation on our website, wearetheecho.org/give. The link is also provided in the comments below. Oh, and here's a bonus. Really, it's the most important. Would you commit to pray for us on a daily or weekly basis? Jesus taught us that often the things he seeks to accomplish can only be accomplished supernaturally through prayer. We use an app called Echo Prayer to regularly post prayer requests, and we have a daily prayer cycle for recurring needs. If you would make this commitment, click the prayer link in the comments below and join with others in supporting this work through prayer. Thank you so much for considering how you might get involved in caring for the vulnerable in our communities. With your partnership, we will see more children finding the stability of a lasting, loving family.